Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Make English Easy. I'm Hazel, and today I'm thrilled to guide you on a transformative journey, the one every English learner dreams of, moving from a complete beginner, where the language feels like a puzzle, to speaking English with confidence and fluency. You've probably asked yourself questions like, Hazel, what's the best way to learn English? Should I start with grammar or vocabulary? Should I watch movies, read books, or just talk as much as possible? These are brilliant questions, and I hear them all the time. The truth is, trying to learn everything at once can leave you feeling overwhelmed or stuck. That's why I'm here to share a clear, step-by-step path that takes you from the very basics to advanced fluency. Think of it like building a house. You can't put up the roof or decorate the walls without a solid foundation first. If you do, the whole thing might collapse. Learning English is the same. You need to build it layer by layer, making each part strong before moving on. So let's start this journey together and create a roadmap that feels clear and achievable. Let's begin with the foundation, because every strong house needs one. Without a solid base, nothing else will stand firm. Imagine building a beautiful home with fancy windows and decorations, but the ground beneath is soft and shaky. What happens? The house falls apart. In English learning, your foundation is a small set of simple words and phrases that let you survive in everyday situations. Picture yourself landing in an English-speaking country. You're tired from the flight and you head to a cafe for a drink. You don't need perfect sentences, just something like, "I want coffee, please," or "water, thank you." Clear, direct, and simple. Or maybe you're lost in a new city and need to find a bus stop. You might say, "Where is the bus?" or "Can you help me?" These are your building blocks, words like eat, go, hello, yes, no, and phrases like how much or I don't understand. You don't need thousands of words yet. Research shows that with just 500 to 1,000 common words, you can understand a huge amount of daily English. Your sentences might not be perfect, but you can order food, ask for directions, or answer basic questions without panicking. At this beginner stage, keep it simple. Don't worry about complex grammar like the difference between past simple and present perfect. That's for later. Don't stress if you speak slowly or have an accent. Speed and clarity will come with time. Your goal is to feel comfortable using these basics in real life. When you do, something amazing happens. English stops feeling like an impossible challenge. It becomes a tool you can use, something alive and practical. To build this foundation, repetition is your greatest ally. It's like pouring concrete to make the base strong. Listen to simple dialogues, maybe from beginner apps, podcasts, or videos, and repeat them over and over. Say the words out loud, slowly at first, getting a feel for how they sound. Try shadowing, where you listen to a sentence and repeat it right after, like an echo. It might feel strange at first, but it's powerful. Each repetition helps your brain and mouth work together, making the words stick. And don't be afraid of mistakes. They're proof you're trying and learning. If you say, "I wants water," instead of "I want water," no big deal. Fix it next time and keep going. If you're just starting, focus on this stage and don't rush ahead. A strong foundation supports everything else: grammar, vocabulary, fluency. So take your time to make it solid. Once your foundation is steady, it's time to build the structure, the walls that give your English house shape and strength. You've got your basic words, but you can't live on a bare foundation forever. It's like sleeping on cold concrete with no walls or roof, not exactly cozy. In this stage, you expand your vocabulary and grammar to create sentences that are longer and more flexible. For example, in the beginner phase, you might say, I go to school. That's great, but life isn't always in the present tense. Sometimes you need to talk about the past. I went to school yesterday. Or the future. I will go to school tomorrow. Or something happening now. I'm going to school today. These additions let you express more your experiences, plans, or current actions. Suddenly, you're not stuck in one moment. You can share stories, describe routines, or talk about your dreams. This is like adding walls to your house, making it a real space where you can live and move. Balance is key in this intermediate stage. Think of it as keeping your construction steady. You need both input and output. Input is like food for your brain, listening to English podcasts like Make English Easy, or reading short stories, articles, or textbook dialogues. These expose you to new words, sentence patterns, and how English flows naturally. But if you only listen and read, you might understand a lot but struggle to speak or write. That's where output comes in, speaking and writing to use what you've learned. Write a few sentences about your day, like what you ate or where you went. Call a friend or language partner and share a small story. Shadowing is still a fantastic tool here. Listen to a podcast clip. Repeat it slowly, then speed up until you match the speaker's rhythm. At first, it might feel mechanical, but soon the words start feeling natural. Your brain begins to connect what you hear with what you say. And English shifts from a study subject to a living language. It's how you express your thoughts, share your life, and connect with others. Patience is crucial at this stage. Building walls takes time. Just like in a real house, add new words gradually. Try using different tenses in simple sentences. And increase your speaking practice bit by bit. Listen actively, noticing how native speakers emphasize certain words or link them together. If you feel frustrated, and you might, because you'll understand more than you can say perfectly, that's normal. You might forget a word or mix up tenses, but that's not failure. It's progress. If you can tell a friend about your weekend, even with a few mistakes, you're already doing better than many learners. Keep going with small daily habits, maybe 10 minutes of listening and 5 minutes of speaking. Over time, you'll see your English house taking shape. The walls are up, and it's starting to look like a real home. Now that your structure is solid, it's time to expand the rooms and add decorations to make your English feel like a warm, inviting home. This is the advanced stage, where you focus on sounding natural and handling real-life situations with ease. Your vocabulary grows significantly, maybe to 8,000 words or more. But not through boring memorization. Instead, learn words naturally through experiences. Read novels you enjoy, whether they're thrillers, romances, or sci-fi. Listen to podcasts on topics you love, like travel or food. Join conversations online or in person, maybe through language apps or local meetups. These contexts make words stick because they're tied to emotions and stories. You'll remember grateful because you used it to thank a friend, or stunning from describing a sunset. Grammar at this point becomes automatic. You don't pause to think about whether to say, I've been working or I worked. The right choice just comes, like walking without thinking about your steps. Pronunciation becomes a big focus here, turning your speech from clear but stiff to smooth and natural. Pay attention to the rhythm of English, how sentences have a musical flow with stress on important words. Native speakers often connect words, saying, "What do you want to do?" instead of, "What do you want to do?" Practice this flow to sound less robotic. Intonation matters too, rising for questions, falling for statements, to show excitement or curiosity. Idioms add personality, like saying, "piece of cake" for something easy, or "hit the nail on the head" for being exactly right. To practice, record yourself and compare to native speakers, or join speaking groups to discuss fun topics like movies or hobbies. Write in English too, maybe a journal about your thoughts or emails to friends. This stage is about polishing your skills, making your English vibrant and expressive. Finally, you reach the stage where you live in your English house with true fluency. It's no longer a work in progress, it's a comfortable space where you feel at ease. You speak without overthinking, handle complex conversations, and understand humour and subtleties. Fluency isn't about being perfect. Even native speakers slip up, but about confidence and connection. You can chat with colleagues, joke with friends, or travel without worry. To stay fluent, keep immersing yourself, read daily, watch shows, talk often. The journey was step by step, foundation with basics, structure with tenses and balance, expansion with natural flow, and now fluency. Don't rush. Enjoy each phase. Thanks for joining me on Make English Easy. Subscribe, share with a friend, and come back next time. I'm Hazel. Keep making English easy. Bye for now.